And again, a very exciting and crucial topic in the overall flow of the program agenda which we have seen today. Presentation on your untapped gold mine, service communications redefined. And to present on this, I would like to call on stage with a big round of applause, Mr. Sumedh Suklikar, Manager for Enterprise Sales, FCI CCM. A big round of applause to Sumedh for that wonderful presentation on your untapped gold mine, service communications redefined. Over to you, Sumedh.
Hi. Thank you so much. Can I have the slide changer, please? Hi. I'm Sumedh from FCI. And, okay, I had come prepared for one competitor, which is, no guesses for guessing this one, your cell phones. And I think the organizers have also have me competing against the lunch now. Okay. So what I'll be speaking on is your service communications which is responsible for all the communications that you do after you onboard a customer. And every business that we look at, every business is in the business of experience. And this experience that we are speaking about is experienced by both prospects and your existing customers. For the purpose of this session, we will be speaking more about the correspondence-led experience. I'm speaking about things like the emails that you send out, the texts that you send out, or the mobile application interfaces that you have. So we will be speaking about these experiences that you deliver to the customers. Now, I'll also step down a little bit. Organizations spend millions on the pre-purchase experience. Look at your marketing brochures, look at your emails. You're doing analytics-led personalization. Abhi itna sara panel discussion hua. Everyone is speaking about prospects. There was an insurance example that we looked at. हाँ सब बोल रहे हैं कि yes, there should not be any mis-selling. वो insurance booklet अगर किसी ने देखा it is still पता नहीं कब से हाँ उसको digitize करके PDF में तो दे दिया. आगे क्या? मैं हाँ आप बोल रहे हो कि fine print has now been clearly printed. वो इतना बड़ा jargon है. उसमें refer to section B, refer to section C. Any insurer still sitting in the house here? If you agree, or even if not insurers, all of us have insurance. किसी ने document में देख के will anyone agree that okay this is a simplified version मेरे को सब समझ में आ रहा है मैंने क्या खरीदा है. I am either purchasing it for compliance कि हाँ यार मेरे को चालान कटेगा. I need this. So that's one of the reasons. Then pleasant data representation. सारे marketing वाले आएंगे बोलेंगे okay I want to reduce the number of clicks that customer is doing to onboard. Okay, you reduce the clicks. वो same अभी claim करना है, then why are the claims related things not simplified? The number of clicks being done for going through the claim and all of those things. Marketing communications, everyone is doing tracking, कौन कहाँ पर कितना time लगा रहा है, which pages are they visiting, which apps में कौन सा page पे people are going. All of these are being tracked. Service communication, हाँ आपने एक say for example you sent a circular that okay a new product is available or pay up your credit card. उसका आगे क्या हुआ? Did it even get delivered? Not delivered? No tracking. So these are the things that you're doing for your marketing side of things. लेकिन the service side of things is not that much. Now ये marketing वगैरह पूरा करके you onboard the customer. And now think about all the communications that happen after you onboard the customer. These are some examples we are looking at. So welcome kits, statements, policy bonds or policy kits, any reminders that go out. For example, your premium is due, your renewal is due. Any type of acknowledgements that, okay, thank you for paying your premium, thank you for applying for a credit card, whatever. Then service correspondence like claims hai, All of you have bank accounts. You change your address. There is an address change confirmation. You do re-KYC every now and then. That's something new that has come up. Abhi consent-related more communications will be coming. These are all service-related communications. And these are not given their due importance so far because marketing is eating up into all of it. And that's where I would be highlighting today. So the question is that, do you look at these service communications as opportunities to elevate customer experience? If we look at a bank account or an insurer, there were many people from banks and insurance who said earlier that all these products are long gestation products. All of you having bank account, you would have been a customer of that bank or that insurer. Life insurance है तो 15-20 साल है. Bank है, we except for salary accounts, we also have another account which we maintain, either as a joint account with the spouse or some other account wherein, okay, even if we are switching jobs, we still maintain that account so that, okay, kuch to consistency rahe, otherwise we are just hopping between banks. So even in the case of banks, we are spending a good amount of time. 7-8 saal to we are spending with the bank. Now with so long gestation periods, the implication of providing good service becomes much, much higher. Now these service communications that we are speaking about, this is more like a scheduled appointment that you have with your customer. महीने की 2 तारीख या 3 तारीख. Customer is expecting that, अरे हाँ अभी मेरे को मेरा bank account statement आने वाला है. Probably similar thing for an insurance. Every quarter I know that I'm going to get reminded of paying my premium. Or every year I'm going to get reminded about renewing my motor insurance, whatever. Every month I'm going to get my mutual fund statement. These are the kinds of scheduled appointments that you have with your customers. And these scheduled appointments, since they are already KYC compliant, you have right data, it's not garbage in, garbage out kind of scenarios wherein the data is bought out from any third-party companies and all those. So you have better delivery rates, you have better open rates, you're getting more eyeballs for that. And since this is a long-term engagement, if you're able to tell the customer, okay, I have this new things as well, you're able to provide better conversion chances through these. We are a small lot now. I would be happy to hear any disagreements, any agreements, anything. Okay? So this is what service communications typically do. They are meant for fulfilling compliance, या फिर just as an acknowledgement or sending out some information. ये लो आपका bank statement. Now if your bank statement consists only of transactions, वो transactions तो जब भी मैं कर रहा हूँ, I'm getting an SMS notification. If at all there is, वो उसमें मुझे balance भी दिख रहा है, I can see everything. I know at the end of the month, okay, this balance seems right. I don't need to see anything more. So could these communications, which are more like scheduled appointments that you're having with the customer, could these also be used for creating more awareness about whatever you have to offer? For customer education, we are all speaking about elevating experiences. All the organizations are investing heavily in either technology that enables experience. वो उसको पता कैसे चलेगा कि यार हाँ मैंने there is a UPI application that I have launched in my mobile app. You go and check there. You need to educate the customer. Please go check here. I have a UPI enabled thing. Don't pay using the Paytm. Use my my mobile application. That's how you are going to get eyeballs on that mobile application. And last is then cross-selling and upselling, which happens as a consequence of all the analytics and other technologies that follow. So what we are saying is, in short, you can engage with your customer without spamming them. Now, this is a little bit difficult to read. This is how your personalized, well-timed marketing communications are looked at. Because that customer is getting hit with so many other notifications from so many other service providers. He's not going to look at, okay, this is a bank that has come up with a new, say, overdraft facility. okay, it's personalized, everything. Okay, the subject line itself says, हाँ ठीक है यार, ऐसे तो 4 email आ रहे हैं मेरे पास दिन में, why should I open this one? So in order to engage with the customer without spamming, if you can just deploy all the capabilities that you are deploying for your marketing communications to your service communications, that is, you apply analytics-led personalization to them. Banks, insurance, mutual funds, all these organizations have so much of data. You're doing analytics on buyer personas, you're doing analytics on age, demographics, all of it. What about analytics on where these customers are spending, what are they looking at? All of these could also be done to provide a better wealth management kind of an experience. Wealth managers, why should they be restricted to just the elite class? You can become a wealth manager to any general person just by applying some analytics on their spending patterns and the data that you have. I mean, any organization would envy the amount of data that a bank has. Next is better representation. We already spoke about some examples about the insurance thing, the insurance policy document, how it is so complex and difficult to navigate through. And last is better tracking. So if you're not giving any information in these communications, they are being ignored, just like your marketing communications. And you're not adding any CTAs to there. And hence no need for tracking. And that's where things are probably going wrong. So if you deploy these 3 tactics or techniques that you are also using for your marketing communication to these service communications, you can provide customer with insights like these. Now, if anyone in the room disagrees with these 2 points, that आपको अगर आपके statement में ये लिख के आया, you're spending rupees somewhere around 30,000 through UPI. Sign up to our RuPay-based UPI, RuPay-based credit card, and you can save rupees 12,000 annually. कोई है जो मना करेगा? And इसमें से कौन सा data नहीं है आपके पास? You already know that the customer has spent 30K using the UPI. Then based on, this is one more example. Based on your age, people of your demographic are probably saving 25% of their income in mutual funds. So here we can see there is a line item number 3 is mutual funds. This customer is not investing in mutual funds. He belongs to a certain demographic or a persona. And based on that persona, you're telling him what his peers or what people of his age, his similar demographic in the country are doing. So from a long-term wealth creation perspective, explore mutual funds. You're igniting that curiosity. You're having that customer open up these scheduled appointments. And this is how you start engaging with the customer. All of these are pretty sure to get more eyeballs as compared to any other communication that you send. If you send a simple marketing mailer, explore mutual funds. हाँ, आपने research कर लिया कि ये आदमी इस demographic का है. He is not investing in mutual funds, but you're not backing whatever that you're saying with his own data. That's where the difference lies. Second is, say, probably lucid representation. Again, an insurance example here. People don't pay premiums. Sometimes they skip premiums. We are trying to probably show the customer कि भाई अभी तुमने 3 साल से प्रीमियम नहीं भरा है. इस साल में there is a loyalty addition that is coming in from our side. Insurer कुछ पैसे भरने वाला है. You pay for 3 years, you get 4 years. Simple graphical representation allowing you to increase persistency. Then moving away from the paper first era, all communications, all service communications that we see started back in the paper era. they started as a part of compliance. This is a snapshot of a health insurance policy, wherein they're giving towards the right I am showing. Uh, this is how a typical health insurance policy looks like. Basic cover, inpatient treatment के बारे में जानना है, go to section 2. Now in the paper era, it was okay कि हाँ भाई मैं flip कर लेता हूँ pages. I go to section 2. I come back again. Same thing, you're opening it in your mobile device. I ask you to go to section 2, you scroll, अरे section 2 कहाँ है? I don't have any bookmarks. वो find करके अगर मुझे उधर डालना है, that again is a cumbersome. वो जो हमने clicks के बारे में बात किया था, you do that. ये इधर क्या बोलते हैं? In patient डालने में itself I'm probably clicking 15 times. So we need to move away from that paper first kind of an era that was there. Sorry, same slide again. Then you can add more CTAs to these service communications. Nominee is not registered. Tell the customer in the statement, highlight that specifically कि यार आपका nominee registered नहीं है. वो nominee क्यों register होना चाहिए उसका explanation or education also you can add there. Now this should not go to the people who already have a nominee registered. This is what we call as personalization. कि okay, only if a nominee is not registered, then explain to that person that you need a nominee in case of, say, an unfortunate demise or anything happening to you. Your account, your family member or whoever, your loved ones should get access to all your funds or whatever data that you're keeping behind that. So these service communications can essentially be converted into touch points from where these basic services can be initiated. For example, RBI बोलता है अभी कि you cannot renew the term deposit before accepting customer का consent. ये DPDP Act आया है. Someone spoke about that also. Consent is the new. I mean, you have to now capture consent. So capturing consent, इसके लिए आप अलग से email भेजोगे. That is one way, of course. Other way could be, okay, embed that consent into your existing service communication and capture it from there. Now, there are certain formats of communications like HTML5 and video that also allow you to track, okay, how much time customer किस section पे कितना time spend कर रहा है. Allowing you certain reports like, okay, कितना deliver हुआ, how much has been clicked, कौन से section पे कितना time दिया है. These kinds of reports can be gathered and then future communications can be tailored better. So overall, with the same techniques that you apply for your marketing communications, if you apply them to your service side of things, the end result is individualization. We are beyond personalization now. वो 30,000 जो था वो सुमेध ने स्पेंड किया था, वो इन्होंने स्पेंड नहीं किया था कि आप सबको एक ही नंबर दे दो. We are going towards individualization. We are beyond personalization and simplicity. We cannot accept those go to section B. वो papers के ज़माने में okay, just paper converted to PDF and saying that हाँ हम digital बन गए, हम digital experience देते हैं PDF देने के नाम पे. So that's how you deal with for an elevated experience. The way we help organizations come up, this is a little bit about FCI. We have a platform that allows organizations to create such individualized experiences by giving the ability for all these organizations to design, manage, process, and track all such individualized correspondences. This sits between your systems of record and your systems of engagement and provides you that elevated experience that we were speaking about. Yeah, so this is more of a detailed representation. And we move away from the chaos. So if you look at, again, going back to the marketing communications side, you have one marketing engine, you're investing in CDP, wherein you're consolidating sare customers ka data at one place and then providing one view and all of that. But when it comes to service communication, there are at least 3 or 4 platforms that are being used. फिर आपको आता है credit card का bill with a disclaimer saying that kindly ignore if already paid. That's because of the chaos of multiple communication systems triggering all of it. So thank you for this session. I think we are finishing it in time. If you would like to connect with us, there is our website and my email address as well. Happy to connect with all of you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sumedh. Ladies and gentlemen, big round of applause for Mr. Sumedh Suklikar, Manager for Enterprise Sales, FCI CCM. Do we have questions for Sumedh? You can raise your hand and we'll provide you the mic. And just to tell you, before we open the question and answers, Sumedh and the entire team of FCI CCM is present throughout the day today and tomorrow. So please feel free to reach out to them, engage with them, and I'm sure Sumedh and his team will be more than happy to help you with your unique requirements and provide solutions for the same. Yeah, ma'am, if you could introduce yourself and your organization also.
Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. I'm Shweta. I'm from Godrej and Boyce. And Sumedh, not a question. I think thank you for the presentation. Your content was really beautiful, engaging, simple, direct, and you have raised a very valid point. I have work experience in consumer durable industry, and there, if you ask for the service experience and the opportunities that it unlock, people look at it a very, very narrow margin, like they upselling things, but they don't understand that word of mouth of a good experience, how much it adds to the overall sales of the company. And there are no data to substantiate how it is getting monetized. But if any valid marketer would know that that contributes a lot. So I think you are in a very right place. And hopefully marketers and the overall team would understand how to capture those KPIs where actually they can see how service experience are getting monetized visibly or in a non-tangible way also. So beautiful presentation actually.
Thank you, madam. Good to see some agreement coming in. Anyone else? If there are divergent views, I would be more than happy to hear those.
Sure. Can we have the mic to the gentleman there?
Yeah, I'm Dinesh Rana. You mentioned the nominations communications. This communications is been, the mutual fund send through the registrars also, like CAMS and other one. And they even, what the registrar do that all the mutual funds portfolio they send, nominate all this wherever you had. And then in spite of that, then directly the mutual fund also communicate. So duplication of the communications happens when the registrar is there, mutual funds are there. So that is the one thing that I wanted to tell you.
Yes, sir, you're absolutely correct. All mutual fund organizations need to understand that when you are selling a mutual fund, uska performance is definitely, yes, one aspect that is going to drive additional investment. But they are your customers, they are not the depository ka customers. Now SEBI is mandating, I understand that, okay, you send out communications to everyone as a unified statement for all the funds that any individual is holding. And that's the right for the customer. But you as a mutual fund owner, as that owner of that customer, should also engage with that customer. This responsibility of sending all the service communications can't be relied solely on the registrar or the depository, because you're missing out probably on a critical or a very good opportunity to have that customer come back and reinvest with you. Mutual fund, again, it's a part of trust. We as a country are still in the process of accepting mutual fund as an investment option. As compared to the West, we probably just have 3 or 4% of the population, as against 50 or 60% which invests in products like equity and mutual fund. So there is a huge amount of growth that's going to come in. But that growth cannot be sustainable unless the mutual fund organizations take ownership of the relationship with their customers and start servicing them. Good point, sir.
Any further questions from the house? Thank you so much, Sumedh. Sumedh, I would request you to kindly still be on stage, and I would like to call on stage Mr. Rajiv Nagarajan, Deputy General Manager and Head of Social Media from Bharti Airtel, to kindly do the honors of felicitating our speaker, Mr. Sumedh Suklikar. A big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Sumedh Suklikar, Manager for Enterprise Sales, FCI CCM, on that wonderful presentation on your untapped gold mine, service communications redefined.